Welcome to 30 Day Reviews. I'm Justin, and over the last week, I have realized that I have done a lot of videos about head shaving. However, I've never actually done one about how to shave your head. So today, that is exactly what we're taking a look at. In this video, I'm going to go through a step-by-step process of what you need to shave your head with and what steps you need to take to get the smoothest head shave possible. This video is not sponsored by any particular company, but if you want to know more about any of these products, I will be popping up a few up here, as well as you can find the entire playlist for all of these products down in the video description. The first thing you're going to need to get that nice shaved head is going to be some type of electric razor or trimmer to be able to get the majority or at least a lot of that hair off and get it as close to the scalp as you possibly can. Now, once you have your head shaved as close as you can to the scalp, I highly suggest the rest of these you do in the shower. Now, why would you shave your head in the shower? Well, quite frankly, you can soak your head in the nice hot running shower water, and it makes cleanup of your mess that you're going to make by shaving a whole lot easier. You're not going to end up worrying about dripping on the floor or anything like that, and it just makes it a nice, easy process. So moving on to step number 2, you are going to wash it just with whatever you were using before you decided to shave your head. Now you might be saying, why? I just shaved most of it off. Well, you don't want any dirt or grit or even excess oils on your head while you shave. For me, I've just been using my beard shampoo for my head and it works just fine. The third step is going to be exfoliate. Guys, you really need to do this to get the best looking head and the closest shave. If you're not doing this, you really need to start. Now, you don't have to get anything super fancy. You can buy the cheapest face scrub that they have and use that. I myself really do prefer the Headblade Head Shed. It's a nice coarse exfoliant, but if you've got a little more sensitive skin on your head or you're new to head shaving in general, I would suggest the Be Bold Head Scrub because it definitely is a little more on the milder side. The fourth step is, well, pretty simple. It's a shaving cream, shaving soap, shaving gel, whatever you want to use on your head. There's a whole bunch of specifically made head shaving products. When you've got Headblade's Head Slick, you've got Be Bolds, you've got the Head Shave Clubs, which is a new one to the market and a pretty good product as well. And then you've got Omni Shavers as well. And I know that there are a couple others out there that are specifically made for shaving the head as well. You can look into them, or you can just use whatever you use on your face or whatever just comes cheap in a can. Now, step number 5, you finally can start shaving your head. But wait, before you do. In this video, I'm using a Mach 3 that I bought specifically for this video. I have reviewed, of course, the Headblade, the Omni Shaver, and the Halftime Razor. And I do suggest that once you get used to shaving your head, that you look at some of these other options, because I personally think that they do get a better shave than your typical Gillette or Bic razor would. However, like I said, for the purpose of the video, I did get a Mach 3. It's got 3 blades, which leaves plenty of space for the hair to be able to pass through each of the blades, and it also makes it rinse very easily. That being said, however, you can use whatever razor you already have. Now you can finally start shaving. Now, if you're new to shaving your head, I highly suggest going with the grain, at least for 1 or 2 shaves. That way then the skin on top of your head won't be so irritated when you start to shave against the grain, which will definitely get you a closer shave than shaving with it. And it also helps you get used to the little bumps and stuff that are on your head that you may not even realize that you had before when you had hair. After a couple of times of shaving with the grain, you can go ahead and shave against it. Now, important thing about running the razor over your scalp is that you want to follow the contour. So if you're starting in the front here, you're going to want to end up kind of doing an arch towards the back so that you're not running at a 90 degree to the way that your hair grows, because this can promote ingrown hairs as well as give you some shave burn as well. So try not to do that as much as possible. Now once you start getting down closer to the ear area, you're going to want to fold over your ear so that you can get nice and close and all the way back behind the ear. Make sure that you get that part because it's really annoying being halfway through a day and realizing that you missed that spot. Step number 6 is basically just feeling your head to see where the razor may not have cut quite as good or you may have missed altogether. So go with the grain on your head, go against it, really feel your head out to see where you need to shave for the second time. Which brings us to step number 7. Number 7 is basically if you need to, go ahead and put some more shave soap on your head. Your head may still be slick enough where it doesn't need it. That brings us to step number 8, which is shave it all again. Now this time make sure that you definitely get all those spots that you noticed in step 6 so that you don't end up having to do this whole 6 through 8 all over again. Now once you know that you have gotten everywhere shaved on your head, it is time to rinse it off with cool water. I would suggest just turn up that cold water on your shower a bit, just like if you were going to rinse off your face, and you can go ahead and rinse off your head. So once you get out of the shower and you have shaved or done whatever else, you're going to simply towel dry your head. I would suggest not being very aggressive with it. Just pat it dry is good enough. Now the 11th and final instruction to shave your head is some type of moisturizer. You got to get moisturizer, oil, something on your head to help rehydrate, re-moisturize your head because you just probably lost a little bit of natural oils by doing this whole process. Now honestly, my head is pretty self-moisturizing, so I really don't have a problem with that. But when I get done putting my beard oil in, I go ahead and rub my hands on my head to get any residue off my hands and up there to moisturize and soften that skin up. However, if you don't have a beard or you don't want to do that, you can go with something as simple as a moisturizer from the local dollar store. Or you can do something like get some Sweet Comb Chicago Bee Bald Head Polish and really get a shine on that nice new cue ball of yours. Quite honestly, this stuff does a really good job at moisturizing, and it also helps put a shine on your head if that's what you're looking for. And I guess I did forget the last step, and that is enjoy your bald head. You've got a new look, it looks great, and now you can enjoy everybody admiring it as much as you will be. But that's not all, guys. I do have a few tips for you. Tip number 1 is shave in the shower. As I said earlier, it makes it way easier. I've had a couple of guys tell me that they never even thought about doing that because they just shaved their face when they shaved their head. And let me tell you what, they are very happy to start shaving in the shower. Tip number 2 is shave against the grain as soon as your head will allow you to, because you will definitely get a much closer shave, and a closer shave means a better looking head. Tip number 3 is, of course, get yourself a nice sharp razor. If this thing starts going dull on you, definitely toss it out, get a new cartridge on there, or replace the razor depending on what you are shaving with. Tip number 4 is, just in case if you happen to nick yourself when you are shaving your head, make sure to have a step-tick pencil. Now, whenever I nick myself, it is 95% of the time done bleeding by the time I'm done with my shower, so it turns to a non-issue. But every now and then you might cut yourself just a little deeper than what you usually do, and that is where this comes in handy. Just make sure that once the step-tick is done working and you are no longer bleeding, make sure that you kind of clean up the area with a damp washcloth, just because this stuff will leave kind of a chalky residue on your skin. Real quick recap of what you need to get that head as nice and shaven as possible is 1, some type of electric trimmer that you can get nice and close to the skin with. Number 2 is you need some kind of shampoo to get any gunk or residue off the remaining hair. Number 3 is a type of a exfoliator to get all that dead and dry skin off of your head. Then you need some kind of gel or cream to be able to really slicken up that head for your razor. Which then of course brings you to some type of razor. No matter if you get a specialty razor for shaving your head or you just go with something like the Mach 3, you definitely need to make sure that they have nice sharp blades. And of course you can't forget the moisturizer and a styptic pencil just in case. I hope this video has helped you because it has taken me a long time to really get this down pat, to be able to have a nice healthy head. And this is all a part of that. And so therefore, if you've got any questions at all, leave them down in the comment section, or maybe you have a couple of head shaving tips that I left out or that I just don't know about. And if so, leave them down there in the comments as well. If you want more information about any of these products or any of the other head shaving product videos that I have done, make sure to check out this playlist up here. You're going to probably like the playlist down below that as well. Until next time, as always, you have a good one.